Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Indiana Airguns. Today, you're looking at the 25 cal, but that's not the subject of the video. The subject of the video is a guy by the name of, and I would like you guys all to do me a favor. If you would go to a channel by the name of Airgun Plinkster, and please hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notifications, turn all that on. I would really appreciate it. It's just a young guy like myself that, well, I'm not really young anymore, but he's a gentleman like myself that loves to shoot, you know, and he doesn't get many views on his channel, and I think we can get a couple more views over there. Hell, he may even start talking. I don't know. But he had asked me about a month or so ago, and I apologize again, Airgun Plinkster, for taking so long. I had did a video when I had my injury to my back, which I'm doing a lot better. Thank you for asking. I was putting up some older footage, which you guys didn't really appreciate that at all, and I don't understand why, but it's here nor there. It's YouTube, right? So when I did that, I was that older footage. I had a scope cam, which is a DIY scope cam, by the way, and he was asking me about that, and I told him that I would shoot a video for him and explain exactly what or how I was able to obtain that footage. So what you do is everybody has a cell phone, and I'm assuming you do too, Airgun Plinkster. Just a regular cheap Motorola. I think I got like 4 of these for like $100 or something like that, like way back. And I got the cheap phone cases with all of them as well. And what you do is, and there's several YouTube videos out there. I know that I'm not the only guy. He asked for the information. I'm delivering it. This is how I went about it. I'm not saying that you should, or, just take it with a grain of salt, guys. But what I did was I went to the hardware store as the guy directed me to do on the video. So I don't know. I'm not sure where Airgun Plinkster's at. If he's in the States or if he's across the pond or Canada, I'm not sure. But I'm sure wherever you're at, you have a hardware store or a Lowe's or a Home Depot or Ace Hardware, So I went there and I bought. I can't remember the exact measurement of this PVC, and I don't have the screwdriver here. I should have been a little bit better prepared. Yeah, let me go get something and take this apart for you real quick so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Be right back with you guys. Let's see here. Okay, I think the first guy that I seen that explained it to the where I got it was a gentleman by the name of Aaron Cantrell. I'm sure not a lot of you guys know Aaron on here. If you don't, stop by there and give him a subscribe. Tell him that Hank sent you from Indiana Airguns. So these are just screwed on, just like this is just a plumber's piece. Like I said, I can't remember the names of all of this stuff, but just looking at this should be, you should be able to, should be able to get you close enough to where you can get a good start at your hardware store or whatnot. That dude's on there, let me tell you. I remember it being that tight, but is that what she said? Oh, it looks like I'm breaking it here. I might just have to. Okay, there it goes. Yeah, it's just, I bought, when I was at the hardware store, I bought this little PVC piece right here, okay? I think this is like a 3/4 inch piece right here. And then I also bought this hose. They're like, they're definitely in the same aisle. I don't know that they're sitting right next to each other. But this is just a regular hose clamp. Like if you had a PVC pipe that you had to cut for some reason, and then you would slide this on both ways, and then you would tighten it down, and that would be like your, that little section that you cut out. That's what you would have remaining. And it fits this perfectly. So it just fits over that on the cell phone. Now, the placement of this depends on where your camera is on your cell phone. Some of the cameras, like this one happens to be right in the middle of this cell phone. Some of the cameras are a little bit more over to the left. Some of them are over to the right. It just depends on where yours are at. I can only give the example of what I have here in front of me. So with this being in the middle, I took that piece and I placed it right over that camera. So it's right in the middle. You can see that hole right there. It's right over the camera lens right here. Okay? So whenever you put this phone, the camera, whenever you put it in here, it automatically, I know you probably can't see that now, but the camera is right there. So now, once you've got it all together, you take this black part, and of course you let this dry overnight. 2-part epoxy only takes, it's minutes, but I let it dry overnight just to be, you know, on the safe side. You put this on here, you tighten this bottom screw back up, basically all the way. Then after that, you take this part and you put it over your scope. And this will work on most scopes. I won't say all scopes, even though it probably will work on every scope, but on most scopes, this is how this would work. So you would take that part and you would put this over your scope here. And then, of course, none of this is tightened because you just watch me unloosen everything. So it's going to sag a little bit, but normally it would sit just like this. And now, instead of looking through your scope, you got your scope here on the phone. So you don't shoot it like a traditional rifle anymore. I just kind of hold it out in front of me like this, and I get my aim down, and then I squeeze the trigger. Because wherever you're, you know, you're still sighted in, and you can see straight down your barrel to your crosshairs. You see what I'm saying? And once you're able to get that in your crosshairs, whatever it is that you're trying to dispatch or take out or target or whatever, then you pull the trigger. And I didn't notice any movement in my point of impact. And yeah, I'm going to break this, but it's okay. I'll glue it back again. I didn't notice any difference whenever I added this to whenever I just put my eye up to it traditional style. So I hope this was able to help you. Again, guys, that's Airgun Plinkster. I hope this was able to help you. I know I'm a little bit long-winded when it comes to things like this, but I try to do it thoroughly, and I try to give you the best explanation that I can, especially when somebody genuinely needs help or is genuinely asking a great question, which Airgun Plinkster did. So again, go over there, give him a follow, tell him that Indiana Airguns sent you over there, and I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'm sure he'd appreciate having you. Thanks for your time. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening, and I'm going to get back down to the 25 and do some more shooting. Thanks for stopping by. Indiana Airguns.